Hey guys, and welcome to the Command Tower, where we make EDH tactics. If you enjoyed these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Today's deck is a Bladewing Nursing deck. Bladewing is a 4/4 with flying, that when he enters the battlefield, you can turn target dragon permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield. If you pay a black and red, dragon creatures get +1/+1 on a turn. So the goal of this deck is simple. Just make a ton of dragons, and buff them up, and just attack for a lot of damage. So, let's get right into the deck. First off, we got ramp. Since dragons are so expensive, we're going to need a lot of ramp. Dragon Lord's Servant, dragon spells cost 1 less to cast. And Dragon Speaker Shaman, they cost 2 less to cast. Hazard's Monument, red creature spells cost 1 less. And almost all the creatures in this deck are red. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you can discard a card and then draw a card. And then you can discard a dragon, and then you can get the dragon back with Bladewing if you play it. Charcoal Diamond enters the battlefield tapped and taps for black, and Fire Diamond is the same with red. Firemind Vessel enters the battlefield tapped and taps for 2 mana of different colors. Soul Ring taps for 2 colorless, Mindstone taps for colorless, and then you can pay 1 and tap and sacrifice it to draw a card. Mana Geode, when it enters the battlefield, you scry 1, taps for 1 mana of any color. Rakdos Signet, pay 1 and tap it, you get both of the Rakdos colors. Rakdos Cluestone, taps for Rakdos. If you play it, pay both the Rakdos colors, tap it, sacrifice it, draw a card. Commander Sphere, taps for 1 mana of any color, and then you sacrifice it, draw a card. Colligated Monument, taps for Rakdos colors. Then if you pay 4 and 2, then Rakdos colors again, it becomes a 4/4 black and red dragon artifact creature with flying till end turn. And Rapacious Dragon, flying, when it enters the battlefield, you create 2 treasure tokens. Then we got a couple cards that help you put dragons into your graveyard, so then you can reanimate them with your commander. Goldcaller's Bell, if you tap it, each player puts the top card of her library into her graveyard. Milliken, it's also ramp, but if you tap it, you put the top card of your library into your graveyard and add colorless to your mana pool. Perpetual Timepiece, tap to put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. If you pay 2 and exile it, shuffle any number of target cards from your graveyard into your library. And Sir Conrad the Grim, whenever another creature dies, or a creature card is put into your graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature leaves your graveyard, he does 1 damage to each opponent, and if you pay 2, each player mills a card. Then we got cards that can either make themselves bigger, or make other dragons bigger, or just give benefits to dragons. Skyship Stalker, flying, if you pay red he gets +1/+0 till end turn, or if you pay red he gets first strike until end turn, or if you pay red he gets haste till end turn. Shivan Dragon, flying, and if you pay red he gets +1/+0 on a turn. Mortar Dragon, flying, if you pay 2, he gets +1/+0 on a turn. And if he deals combat damage to a player, you can have it deal that much damage to target creature that player controls. Dragon Egg, which is a cheap dragon. His defender, when it dies, create a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying, and pay your red, this creature gets +1/+0 on a turn. Dragon Hatchling, might not look scary, but it's got flying. And then you can pump it up and pay your red and give it +1/+0 on a turn. And you could just kill anything that they attack with. Boltwing Marauder, flying, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, target creature gets +2/+0 on a turn. So let's just make 1 dragon super big and just swing it for a ton of damage with that 1 dragon. Tuk Tuk Rebel Fort, defender and reach, creatures you control have haste, which you definitely want your creatures to have haste, because you're just going to play a bunch of big dragons, and if you can deal a ton of damage out of nowhere, you could just win the game. Moonveil Dragon, flying, pay a red, each creature you control gets +1/+0 on a turn. Which, just make it, you do a lot of damage in 1 turn. And then probably the best card in the deck is Crucible of Fire, because it just gives dragons you control +3/+3, which will just make you do so much more damage in general. Then we got Caligon the Storm's Fury. Flying, whenever a dragon you control attacks, creature you control get +1/+0 on a turn, and then it's got dash for 5. Then we got some cards that can help you get more dragons onto the battlefield. Lathlas, Dragon Queen, flying, whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying, which is going to provide a ton of value and a ton of damage. And if you pay 2, dragons you control get +1/+0 on a turn. Mirror March, Whenever a non-token creature enters battlefield under your control, flip a coin until you lose a flip. For each flip you won, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Those tokens gain haste, and you exile them until you get the next end step. So you're just gonna play a dragon, and hopefully you can make several tokens, and with those tokens you're gonna do a ton of extra damage. Dragon Master Outcast. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 6 or more lands, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Just really good for 1 mana. Varric's Bladewing. It's a kicker for 3, flying. When Varric's Bladewing enters the battlefield, it is kicked. Create Carrick's Bladewing. Legendary 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Just helps you get more dragons. Sark and the Masterless. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, each dragon you control deals 1 damage to that creature. So people can't even really attack you because all their stuff's just gonna die. If you +1, till on turn, each planeswalker you control becomes a 4/4 red dragon creature. Gains flying, which is okay. And then if you -3, you can just create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Sargon's Triumph. Search your library for a dragon creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. Then we just got some dragons that can help you deal some extra damage. Akum Hellkate. Flying, it's landfall. Whenever land enters battlefield under your control, he deals 1 damage to target creature or player. If that land is a mount, he deals 2 and is dead. Shockmaw Dragon. Flying, when it deals combat damage to a player, deals 1 damage to each creature that player controls, which could mess them up a lot. Hellkite Whelp. Flying, when it attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. Shivan Hellkite. Flying, and if you really need to, you can just pay 2 and it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So if you really need to remove something, it might be expensive, but you can. Dragon Tempest. Very, very good card. Whenever a creature with flying enters battlefield under your control, gains haste till end of turn, which already makes it really good in general, but then it gets way better. Whenever a dragon enters battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to target creature or player, or X is the number of dragons you control. If you get this out and start playing a ton of dragons, or you have Mirror March, and then you get a ton of dragon tokens off of that, you're just gonna do a ton of damage to everything, and you could just wipe the board. And Spark Tongue Dragon. Flying, when it enters the battlefield, you can pay 3. If you do, just 3 damage to any target. And then we got Sark and the Mad. For 0, reveal the top card of your library and put it into your hand. He deals damage to himself equal to that card's converted mana cost. Or, target creature's controller sacrifices it, and then that player puts a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Or, if you -4, each dragon creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target player, which will probably do the -4 and you'll deal a ton of damage. Then we got some card advantage. Underworld Connections. Chant land. Enchanted land has tap. Pay 1 life. Draw a card. Dragon's Horde. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, put a gold counter on it. You can tap, remove a gold counter from it, draw a card, or just taps for 1 mana of any color. Furious Rise. At the beginning of your end step, you control a creature with power 4 or greater, which you probably will. Exile the top card of your library, and you can play that card until you exile another card with Furious Rise. Bitter Revelation. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them in your hand, the rest in your graveyard. You lose 2 life. So then you can have a dragon go into your graveyard and then get that back with Bladewing. Funeral Rites. Draw 2 cards, lose 2, and then mill 2. It's the same thing with the milling. And Dark Bargain. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 2 of them in your hand, the other into your graveyard, and it deals 2 damage to you. Cathartic Reunion. As additional cost to cast a spell, discard 2 cards and draw 3. Read the Bones, scry 2, then draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. And Tormenting Voice. As additional cost to cast it, discard a card and draw 2 cards. And with those ones, you can discard a dragon. And then Dragon Mage. It's just going to be super good at refilling your hand. It's got flying when it deals combat damage to a player. Each player discards their hand and draws 7 cards. Then we got Removal. Crux of Fate. Another very, very good card in the deck. Because you choose 1 to destroy all dragon creatures or destroy all non-dragon creatures. And you're definitely going to choose destroy all non-dragon creatures. And then nobody should have any blockers. And you could probably swing in for a lot of damage. Earthquake. Deals X damage to each creature without flying, each player, so it won't affect your dragons. Starstorm. Deals X damage to each creature and is cycling for 3. Abrade. Choose 1, it deals 3 damage to target creature, or destroy target artifact. Shredded Sails. Choose 1, destroy target artifact, or deals 4 damage to target creature with flying, and is cycling for 2. Lava Coil. Deals 4 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile instead. Terminate, destroy target creature, can't be regenerated. Murder, destroy target creature. Doomblade, destroy target non-black creature. And then Horde Smelter Draken, flying, and that has a really good effect. If you pay 4 and destroy target artifact, and he gets +X+0 till end of turn, Rexes that artifact's converted mana cost. So if you use that ability a couple times, this guy could become huge, and you've got a couple problems out of your way. And then lastly, we've got lands. Rakdos Guildgate, Urborg Volcano, and Cinder Barrens all do the same thing. Enter the battlefield tap for Rakdos. Akum Refuge and Bloodful Caves, same thing but you gain a life. Command Tower taps for 1 mana of any color. Then Crucible of the Spirit Dragon, taps are colorless, or if you pay 1 and tap it and you put a storage counter on it, or if you tap it and remove X storage counters from it, add X mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool, spend this mana only to cast dragon spells, or activate abilities of dragons. And then we got 14 swamps and 17 mountains. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day.